This is my third attempt at trying to get the snow picture of Snowdon at sunrise. Hopefully with a cloud inversion. That would be the ideal scenario. Why do I want it so much though? Well, I've got this picture. I went up in the Lake District and I saw this picture of Striding Edge in 3 different seasons. It was breathtaking. But I don't want to pay 50 quid for that, especially when Snowdon's my sort of happy place. So that's what I'm here for. I've tried 3 times now. The first time I broke my knee. The second time I got blown off the mountain. This time is the sort of hopeful scenario. I've been looking at the weather forecast for the mountains for quite some time now. Last night it changed. Well, I say last night, tonight it's still stupid o'clock in the morning. And I'm sat here thinking, oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Finished work last night at midnight. It's now 5 o'clock in the morning. We've just got to Llanberis. We're going to head up. We are seeing things in different ways here. The mountain weather forecast said fog, basically. Come up sunrise, fog, and then it starts to drizzle a bit around 9 o'clock. Sunrise is at 8:20. And I'm sat here like, wow, could that fog just be like a cloud inversion? Could it just be low level fog and I'm going to be at 1,085 meters above sea level? We'll see. Driving down here, the moon was out, it was crystal clear sky, it was beautiful. It looked like, yes, I might just get that photo. I know there's snow up there, it's compact snow, there's no fresh dumping of snow up there, but I still might get that picture. Oh, 2 miles away from Llanberis, and the clouds have come in and the moon's gone in, and we're going to see what happens. But get this, it's a Saturday night, and there's one big main car park in Llanberis for the Snowdon Pass. And it's quite expensive, like £10 for a day or something. But it's secure, it's big enough so you're guaranteed a spot. There's nobody here. This is the first time ever I've not seen anybody here. 1, this means nobody's possibly wild camping up there. And number 2, nobody's going to be up there for the summit. In theory. I mean, I've timed this where I'm going to get up there and it's going to be -6 wind chill. By the time I get up there, get turned around and get back down as quick as possible, I will be able to get up there at sort of 20 minutes, half an hour after sunrise. So I'm going to get up there, get the picture, get back down, get into some warmth. That's the plan anyway. The plan, Llanberis path up. Why? Because it's easy. It's as simple as that. We're in the Llanberis car park. I don't want to have to stand there waiting for a bus, getting all warm and trying to get up to Penny Pass to do one of the miners paths. So I'm just going to do Llanberis path straight up there. And then I've got like 5 options for the path on the way down. We'll see which one I take. I can either go Llanberis path back down, or I can take the Llanberis railway. Not actually get the train because the train's not running, but walk down the train track because I've done that before. Hopefully not break my knee like last time. I can do the miners path, the pig path, Crib Gok, Eloed, and a few other bits and bobs back down into Penny Pass and get the bus back down in the morning. That's a possibility which I might do because I do like to change it up a bit. I'm talking far too much. I hope I get this picture today. If not, I can always come back. We have got the rest of winter to try and get this picture, but I'm craving that picture of the different seasons of the Snowdon summit. I've already got a few pictures of the summit in summer from different angles, so I just want to replicate those pictures but in winter. Let's get the boots on and go up the mountain.
It must have been really chilly because the pay machine was actually icicles. All these little water drops were just icicles. We jumped onto the road, we swung a left and up towards the mini roundabout. We turned right at the mini roundabout and just headed up that path to the cattle grid. Once we got the cattle grid, we started the incline. Now that first incline's always really steep. It's just a normal road until you get up to the sign that says Llanberis path on the left, and then you just turn left, go through the gate and start the incline up. I'm looking forward to this.
So past the first proper inclines now, heading up towards the halfway house. The weather is still quite in. It still looks like thick cloud. I can see the summit of Mole Elio, which is quite reassuring. That means the clouds are above 700 odd meters, which is great. I've not got a view of Snowdon yet, or Elio Flower, whatever the name of that mountain is. And that's 900, so that'll be interesting to see that when it comes in. I was quite surprised with myself really. I got up the first major road incline without stopping. That's the first time I've done that. Just took it nice and steady. Oh, it's quite eerie out here all alone, to be fair. I've noticed I've got a sort of whistle whenever I breathe out my nose. That was random. I'll have to get that looked at. Just to show you how dark it is, that's me panning the camera around. You've got mountains there, mountains there. Oh, there's a little train station down there. You can see the light. I'm just panning around. It is pitch
pitch black. You've just had a full 360-degree view of where I actually am right now. I mean, it's beautiful to the naked eye, but it's pitch black and it's deathly silent as well. I just thought, this is my first mountain of 2022. What a way to do it, sunrise on Snowdon, if it's not whiteout conditions at the top. Can you believe this? Early January, and I'm hiking up Snowdon in a t-shirt. What's happened? The weather forecast on Mountain Weather Forecast said it was going to be 3 degrees at the bottom, -6 on the top. Then again, it did say we had quite a bit of wind, and we're kind of sheltered by the wind, if you can see that. Wow. And can you see that little light all the way down there? Looks like we've got a couple more people following me up. I'm at the halfway house. This is like a little shop thing that's halfway up. It's never open. It's not been open for a few years, but you can't see it on camera. Just got a view of the summit. You can see over there, it's just clouds. We've got whiteout conditions from about 600 meters, which is basically just up the path. So I'm going to rehydrate now, give me a bit of energy, and then start tackling it. Summit's slowly clearing. See the conditions we've got just in front of us. There's a little bit of snow up there too. Be interesting to see how that is, but wow. Right, see you later, Mr. Sheepy. Now that is either an amazing cloud inversion coming over, or that's rain. Does it look like rain? Oh God. I'm hoping it's a cloud inversion. I am hoping it. I don't think it is, because normally that happens on clear skies, but we'll get up and find out. It's starting to get a bit brighter now, and I can see the path going up is snow. So good thing I brought my mini spikes. So we're currently stood about 650 meters. We've got this path to go up there, all the way up to the top. That takes us up to about 850. Then that snowy ridge line all the way up to 1000. It flattens off for a bit and then goes up to the summit, which is behind that ridge. Oh, there we go. So we made it up that first big ridge. So not a ridge, it's just a big rocky hill. I will show you the other side, but it's in the clouds at the minute. Look at that. What? 1 second Snowdon's in the clouds, the next second it's out. And we've got a bridge up there to go through now. I have a feeling as soon as I go through there, I mean, the view is absolutely mesmerising. You got the whole Lamberris Pass. It's just a beautiful view, if it's not in the clouds. But I reckon that's when the wind's going to pick up. So far, we've been sheltered by all that hill there, coming all the way up there. Now, we're not going to be sheltered. Look, there we go. That's the path we've got to take up. See that ridge line of snow? That's what we've got to take up. 1 second it's in the clouds, and the next second it's out. Let's find out together. See, now normally there's a view there, but no. Oh, we've got a bit of snow. Ooh, there is a bit of snow up on the mountain. We're about 800 meters above sea level, maybe 850. And what the actual... I mean, what? Look at that, complete whiteout. That's it, just a complete whiteout. Come back through the tunnel, and look at that, it's not too bad. That just goes to show you, it really does pay to pay attention to the wind conditions, so you can see which side's going to be whited out and winded or not. I'm going to get my jacket back on now. Ooh, I could do with taking that off now. Oh, I don't think we're going to get a sunrise with that white out. My nipples are that cold, my coat's going on too. Let's go. This is just one of the many sorts of hazards with hiking up Snowdon. It's so unpredictable. The weather forecast said it would be slightly different weather to this. I'm not just complaining about the weather. This is a first-hand experience so that you guys can physically see it. That ridge is a sheer drop. You can't see that. It's complete whiteout. It's 6 foot away from me. You just need to be careful doing this. I've probably got 10 meters of visibility, if that. I've got the train track up there. That's exactly where I broke my knee last time I come up Snowdon. I put some chains and mini spikes on my feet. Didn't want to take them off after the snow until I got down to the train station, which we can't even see. And they got tangled up and off I went and broke my knee. That video is actually still uploaded. If anyone wants to go and check it out, just go through the channel. Why then, why not subscribe? I'm loving this, but I wonder if the snow is going to be bad. I've got my mini spikes in case I need it, but there is snow looking on the ridge. We'll have a look when we get up there. I always find this bit the hardest. This piece just after the bridge is steep. It's not steps or anything. It's like this loose scree stuff. And We're just getting into the snow. Wind's picked up, it's got a bit colder, and I can feel a bit of rain in the air, but it's still absolutely amazing. Oh, the weather's definitely picked up. Here's the snow. It's time for the mini spikes. The temperature's definitely dropped, 100% dropped. What do you think of the Ogden Valley group hat? Yeah, join that group on Facebook, it's awesome. We're on freezing thaw conditions, so some of this snow is melting and running off, so it's making the ground a bit squidgy. Spikes are doing their job great. Ran 900 metres. Oh, it's gone chilly. I'm gonna have to put my Snowdon on again in a minute. That's the thing with mountain hiking in the winter. Layers are your best friend. When you stumble across some deep footprints in the snow, you just think, oh, it's just human. And then you see that one. What's that? It's like the size of my head. Does Bigfoot live up here? You see, one of the pictures I wanted was from here. This is where I went for one of my sunrise pictures, and there's no view. Sheer cliff, but no view. And the next picture I wanted was from this gap just here, and I kind of failed it really because sheer cliff, white out. Oh well, we'll get to the summit and then we'll start heading back down. Oh, we've done it. There it is. The weather shifted. I'm soaked. Soaked through. Bad mistake me not wanting to bring my waterproofs with me. Whew. But I'm back down now, 850 metres underneath the bridge, just trying to get a little bit of shelter while I try and dry everything out really. Whew. Wow, chuffed. Right, I'm gonna get down to the halfway house, then head back. I've come this way solely because the miners' path was packed. There were millions of people up and down. This way was fairly dead, so I thought, I'll just come down this way.
Whoa, new record! I got a new record up and down, I think. I've done 2 hours and 40 to get up, and bang on exactly 2 hours and 20 to get back down. So what's that? That's 3, 4, 5 hours in total. So that's a new record for that path. I have done it in 4:25, and that was when I went up the Rangers path, straight down the Ridgew path, and then walked along the road back to the car. The mess you make after you've been on a really wet hike and you end up talcum powdering yourself when you get to the car. Because if you didn't quite know, it was a bit wet. Oh, that weather come in massively. As soon as we got to sort of 850, quite high up, it just came in. Bang, we saw it coming in. We were just hoping it was a cloud inversion instead of an actual like rainstorm. But it come in, it soaked me. I got to the trig point. I had to put all my filtering gear away really because it was soaking wet. I've found out I kind of need to look into some new boots because that's the second time I've re-waterproofed them, and my feet everywhere. I'm still soaking wet. I'm soaked right the way through. My waterproof sack for my backpack doesn't actually clip on properly because every time I clip it on, put it on my back, poof, it flies off again. So I've got to sort that out as well. What an absolute amazing experience. As always, Snowdon, you'll live in my heart forever and ever. I love you. Yes, I am naked from the t-shirt down.